Well, what a bunch of lucky little nubcakes you are, blessed with my presence 2 days in a row. I mean, what next? The Netcode podcast might even stage a comeback at this rate. Anywho, welcome to the counterpart to yesterday's video where I licked Visceral's bumhole in exchange for all the wrong coups and sung Hardline's praises. Today though, I'm going to spend the next few minutes tearing Battlefraud Flatline to shreds. Partly for the purposes of constructive feedback, but mainly because shitting all over something hundreds of skilled individuals have spent years creating is just way too much fun. Oh, yeah, if you didn't already know, I'm just kind of a dick that way. Right, so let's get the biggest issue out of the way first. Despite what certain influential figures would have you believe, despite over a year of meddling and tinkering with BF4, and despite Visceral already being on their second beta build, the netcode is still not fixed. Let's be clear, it's nowhere near as bad as the early days of BF4, but one-shot deaths and generally poor hit reg were absolutely rife in the latest beta, not to mention the weird buggy rubber banding of vehicles that's as confusing as it is irritating. You know, I'm beginning to think the Frostbite 3 engine is just fatally flawed when it comes to the multiplayer experience, which I could live with if it wasn't being used for Star Wars Battlefront. You're making us all very nervous, EA. Next up, whoever designed the UI for this game needs to get their eyes tested. You need a fucking magnifying glass to find your health and vehicle damage hidden away in the bottom corner, but at least you'll never be in any doubt about the XP and unlocks you got thanks to the size 700 font that gets rammed at your eyeballs the second the match ends. This ridiculous scaling, combined with the lack of any kind of warning sound in vehicles, led to many a frustrating moment where my car or van would spontaneously combust, incinerating me and my fellow passengers. And that's not the only issue with vehicles. The devs have designed Hardline and its game modes to be more focused on driving than any previous title, completely ignoring the fact that the Frostbite engine is just horrific for anything with wheels. Choppers and jets? Wonderful. Boats and tanks? Great. But driving cars has always been a bit, well, shit. I honestly don't know if there's anything Visceral can do to improve the situation, but you know you screwed up when Watch Dogs does something better than you. Then there are the frag grenades, which are only slightly less powerful than a nuclear warhead, and the general lack of environmental destruction, which is disappointing to say the least. Oh, and one last thing. Can we please just ban proximity explosives from the entire FPS genre? Ever since the Claymore in COD 4, they've plagued every major title from Titanfall to Battlefield. They're cheap, they're infuriating, and they promote camping over movement. In general, Hardline has a really good philosophy of fast-paced run-and-gun action, so let's just remove the laser trip mines and be done with the whole ridiculous idea. So, conclusion time. Hardline certainly has some issues, but apart from the ever-present netcode problems, I don't think they're game-breaking or unfixable. As I said yesterday, I'm cautiously optimistic for this game despite its annoyances, but I'll be damned if I'm pre-ordering, and I would urge you all to resist the temptation too. Let's give them a chance to iron out the kinks, and then, and only then, can we decide whether they deserve our cash. Thanks very much for watching, and thanks for the support on yesterday's upload too. You're a lovely bunch of scruffalos, and I love you all very much. And hey, if you're really, really good, I might even make more of these soon.